You know, it's funny how a quiet night at a little roadside joint can turn into one of those stories you never forget, like the kind that sticks with you. Makes you rethink who the real heroes are in this crazy world. Picture this. It's pouring rain outside this cozy spot called Mike's Grill, tucked away on the outskirts of Chicago. And there I was, Emily Hayes, pulling another late shift, my bones aching from double hours just to keep the lights on after my mom's medical bills piled up like a bad hand in poker. I was 28, smiling through the exhaustion for the regulars, truckers mostly. Good folks who tipped what they could, but deep down, I felt like I was just treading water, wondering if life would ever cut me a break. Anyway, the neon signs buzzing faintly against the storm, and in walks this guy, Travis, mid-30s, built like a linebacker, arms inked up with skulls and thorns that screamed trouble from a mile away. He wasn't just passing through. No, Travis carried this chip on his shoulder, something bitter from his own rough past. Lost his job at a factory downtown, blamed everyone else for it, especially women like me who had it easy serving coffee instead of breaking our backs in the real world. He slumps at the counter, tosses a wrinkled 20 like it's trash, and barks, "Black coffee, and make it hot this time." His eyes already scanning me like I was part of the menu made my skin crawl. But hey, I've dealt with creeps before, right? Kept my cool, poured the cup steady, even added a "how's your night going?" to soften things. But he smirks, leans in too close, and mutters, "Better now, sweetheart, bet you love the attention in that tight uniform." Huh? Figures, girls like you always do. The air thickens. You could feel a few locals shifting in their booths, avoiding his glare, and me? My heart's pounding, but I bite back the fire, whispering, "Just trying to do my job, sir," because showing weakness to guys like him only feeds the beast. But Travis? He wasn't done. No, his resentment boiled over, maybe from seeing me chat easy with the truckers, or just his twisted idea that I owed him something for existing. He slams his mug down, coffee splashing, and sneers loud enough for the whole place. "This slop's cold, you dumb, or just lazy. Come on, fix it, or is bending over all you're good for?" Laughter bubbles from him, cruel and jagged, and I feel that familiar knot in my gut, the one from years of swallowing pride to pay the bills. Tears pricking, but I won't let him fall, not yet. And all the while, in the shadowy corner, this group of bikers, big guys in leather vests with iron riders, patches, they've been nursing their burgers quietly, not looking for drama. But life's got a way of dragging the quiet ones into the fray when push comes to shove. Things escalate quick. Travis grabs my arm as I turn away, his grip like a vice, yanking hard enough to rip my blouse at the seam, exposing more than just fabric, stripping away that thin layer of armor I wear every shift. The room gasps, plates clatter, and I'm frozen there, humiliation burning hot, clutching the tear like it could hide the shame. His laugh echoes. "There we go. Now that's a view worth the drive." And in that moment, I feel small, invisible, like all the weight I've carried. Mom's illness, the endless nights means nothing against his petty rage. But then, chairs scrape, heavy boots thud, and up stands their leader, Jack Stahl, weathered face, eyes like steel under that bandana. The Iron Riders rise behind him, silent as ghosts, their presence sucking the air right out of Travis's sails. Jax doesn't yell. No, he strides over calm, voice low and steady, like thunder rolling in slow. "Hands off, pal, the fun's over." Travis puffs up, trying to play tough, his face twisting with that mix of fear and fury from a guy who's used to bullying his way through life, but now cornered by men who don't bluff. "Mind your own. Biker trash, this is between me and her." He spits, shoving back from the counter, but Jax just tilts his head, unblinking. "Nah. It stopped being private when you cross that line. Respect ain't optional here." The tension's electric, rain hammering the windows like it's cheering on the storm inside, and Travis swings wild. But Jax catches his arm midair, pinning him without a punch, leaning in close. "Look at her. Really, look, you think tearing down a woman who works harder than you'll ever know makes you strong? That's weakness, buddy, pure and simple." The diners nod quietly, a trucker in the back muttering agreement, and Travis's bravado cracks, his eyes darting, realizing he's outnumbered not just in bodies, but in the room's silent judgment. Finally, Jax's grip tightens just enough. "Apologize, loud and clear, or this ends worse." Travis chokes it out through gritted teeth, turning to me with hate in his eyes. Sorry. Didn't mean it. But Jax shakes his head, mean it this time, to her face. And he does, voice breaking a bit. I'm sorry, before snatching his coat and bolting into the rain, the door slamming like a final punctuation. The place exhales, and Jax turns to me. Softer now, you all right, kid? I nod, tears spilling despite myself, and one of his guys drapes his jacket over my shoulders, that heavy leather feeling like a shield I'd never known I needed. No one fights alone, not on our watch, Jack says, and in his words, I feel this shift, like all those buried doubts about my worth start crumbling. The night winds down, folks tip extra, share nods of respect, and as I clean up, I catch my reflection in the window, not broken, but tougher, scarred but standing. Jax and his crew roar off into the dawn, but their echo stays, reminding me strength isn't always loud. Sometimes it's just surviving. And sometimes it's strangers stepping up when the world's too quiet. Weeks pass, bills still stack, shifts drag on, but I walk taller now, no more shrinking from stairs, carrying that night like quiet fire. Makes you wonder, though, is Jax right to step in like that? Or does handling your own battles build more grit? What about guys like Trevisto, they ever change? Or is public shame the only justice? Drop a comment below, tell me your take on respect, community clashes, or if you've seen angels in leather jackets. Hit like if this hit home, subscribe for more real-life twists, and share if it sparks a convo. Thanks for listening, stay strong out there.